Welcome to Zen in a Moment, episode 59 with Zen Cryer DeBrook. So I have a theory, a philosophy. I got it from a woman named Lynn Twist. She wrote a book called The Soul of Money. And I know her. She's an amazing example of who you can be in the world. And she really has an extraordinary view on money. I recommend in my Wealth Through Flow program that everybody read her book, The Soul of Money. And one of the things that she says in this book is that money is appreciation. Money is appreciation. And right now, it is incredibly important that you recognize that as you're spending money in the world and make sure that the way you're spending money is completely in alignment with your values and what you appreciate. On the same level, it's really important for you to appreciate things that you complain about paying for. So an example of that would be your electric bill is on the rise and you start complaining inside, externally with others, that the energy costs are getting too high, or maybe it's the food costs are getting too high. I agree with you that things are on the rise and that they've actually been, for the United States, artificially kept low because of many different factors for a long time. And yes, there are people playing with our market and our resources in ways that are, I believe, criminal. But the thing of it is that your personal energy, if you don't appreciate the things that are core to your existence, you will set off some haywire things in the world around you for you. I will, when I pay my bills, I really make sure that I'm appreciating the thing. If not, I get rid of it. And I also really try to appreciate things like, man, I love paying my electricity bill because I have electricity. There are people right now in various parts of the world who aren't even living below the poverty line countries that are not getting the energy they need. They literally can't. And I love having electricity and heat. I love being able to take a hot shower. I mean, one of the things, every time I get in the shower, I am so appreciative. I'm like, I love this. I love hot water. I love it. And the more that you appreciate in the way that you pay for things, the more comes to you. Appreciation generates appreciation. It's one of the things, for instance, that I recommend to couples in my relationship as a spiritual path. When you appreciate the other person, they naturally, over time, and it may take a few days, but not very long, they start appreciating you back. And if they don't, you need to look at it, have a conversation, or move on. But the thing is that appreciation generates more appreciation. Very powerful. The other thing that I want to mention is some people have trouble getting paid what they're worth. They have trouble with someone giving them money or resources or time or energy. And what you're saying to that person is, no, I don't appreciate what you're giving to me. I'm not going to accept your appreciation. I want you to think about that for a second. Your internal energy of like, no, it's okay, I'm doing it for free, is not what's intended for you to have. What's intended is for you to go out and produce things in the world and do things in the world for others and give information and be an active part of creating a world that matters. And then when you get the feedback of actual money, time, energy, wisdom, resources from the world around you, you accept it and say thank you, and you recognize that you are being appreciated for who you are and what you're contributing. Turning that down creates a lack in your life. Accepting it allows you appreciation, generates appreciation. Accepting it allows you to be a part of the whole flow of abundance that's happening in the world. And more will come to you. And recognizing that literally, I'm being appreciated. Absorb that, enjoy that, love that moment. So if you don't want to have gas at the gas pump in your car, don't go ahead and complain about your gas being filled up in your car and what it's costing you. I know it may be tough, but I found it is completely 100% in our mindset that things shift. And I know that this is, part of the law of attraction, and people have mixed feelings. They're either for or against it or neutral on it. But it's also in the Bible. It's also in the Bible to tithe, to give back, to appreciate the people around you, to make sure that you're giving more than you're getting. In giving more than you're getting, and that's just not saying, oh, I can't take that. No, it's like in giving more than you're getting, you will always have more coming unto you. And so these principles and this shift in your mind works. It really works. And so as you go out today and you flip out that cash, that check, that credit card, that debit card, whatever it is that you're going to use, recognize in the moment that you are getting something for that money that you really appreciate. And if you don't, find a way that you can either cut it out of your life or find a new vendor, find a new person, find a new place to go where you actually feel like you appreciate something. If you're doing services with somebody and you don't like the way they treat you or the work that they're doing, go find a new person that you do appreciate, because it's super important to keep that appreciation flowing around the planet. Not just the funds, but the appreciation of what we all have flowing around the planet. All right, go forth and have an amazing day. Sign up for the Recreating You game. If you have not already, just go to the recreatingyouGame.com. If you signed up before and you didn't get through the whole game, or you just want to play it again because it's amazing and it's fantastic, please go to the recreatingyouGame.com and share it with a friend. Let's get everybody using their internal guidance system. And then also after the game, they start getting these Zen in a moments in the mornings. And so you'll be able to also bring that into their lives. If you love this content, go to soundcloud.com and put in Zen in a Moment, and all of the current Zen in a Moments are there. Like, subscribe, and comment, please, on those, because they really do help that to grow in SoundCloud so that more and more people will find us. All right, I'm sending you love and blessings. Have a great day.